checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something similar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offer, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking it.
The boxing world is asking one simple question. Is it over for Gervonta Tank Davis? And a fighter once seen as the face of boxing heir to Floyd Mayweather's throne, the knockout king, who packed arenas and sold out pay-per-views, now looks like he has fallen completely out of love with the sport that made him a superstar, and from shocking court cases to dodging real challenges to his sluggish performance against Lamont Roach that left fans questioning everything we might be watching the end of an era before our very eyes.
Y'all thinking ain't no love over here. Put the quiet on here. All love on here.
I want to say something too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they want me and this dude
Let's get this clear.
to be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying? We handsome, flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying? We getting a lot of money, we doing some big things, and it's only, the sky's the limit for both of us, all 3 of us, for real. So, you know, they want us to be, but, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep on winning, keep on getting money, and keep doing what we supposed to.
And ain't no way that's gonna happen with an OG in this corner and I'm OG in this corner here. And never be the future. It ain't gonna never happen. It's business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
How did y'all meet?
Got some greatness around here.
How did y'all meet?
Devin was trying to, how old was young, yeah. But I already knew about Devin a long time ago because he was in the amateur. So, beating everybody up. Turn pro.
If y'all played it right, it's a 9-figure fight, though. Y'all played this shit right.
Dude, here you go. Here you
I'm
go.
being 100. I want y'all to make money.
To get messy, let us get into it. And for years, Gervonta Davis built a reputation as boxing's ultimate knockout artist, a guy who could flatten anyone from 130 to 135. And every punch felt like a statement, and every fight felt like a moment. And fans compared him to Mike Tyson, and Floyd Mayweather called him the face of boxing, and Tank embraced the role of being the most feared lightweight in the game.
It is the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want.
Lately, that aura is gone, and that energy, that hunger, that killer instinct is just not there.
The law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law. And the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserves to be under the jail.
Instead of headlines about his next mega fight, it is headlines about another case, another court date, and another reason why fans feel like boxing is no longer his priority. And let us address the elephant in the room. Just when Tank should have been focused on his career, he got tangled in yet another domestic violence case.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the
Of a disturbing incident that shook his fan base and fueled the narrative that Tank cannot keep his life outside the ring under control.
Davis, you know, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
You know, I mean, hey. Look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, you know, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your... That's it, you know, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man.
This was not the first time either, and his past is filled with charges and arrests from public altercations to hit and run cases. And every single time it seems like he is brushing it off, coming back to boxing like nothing happened. But this latest one hit different, and fans and analysts are starting to say enough is enough. And you cannot keep expecting the world to crown you as boxing's best when you're spending more time in courtrooms and in training camps.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is, she knocked me up because basically I'm going to property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Then came the Lamont Roach fight, and this was supposed to be Tank's big statement return. And he was expected to steamroll Roach silence critics and remind the world why he is still elite, but instead we got the complete opposite. And for the first time, Tank looked human, slow, tired, and uninterested. And Roach, the underdog, came in sharp and made Tank look ordinary. And fans could not believe their eyes when Tank was forced to take a knee in a moment that instantly went viral. And that was not the Tank we knew and the knockout artist, the boogeyman of the division. That was a broken fighter.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on?
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning. And you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that. Or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
The fight ended in a majority draw, but let us be real, it felt like a loss, and Roach walked away with his stock rising. And Tank walked away looking exposed. And suddenly the pound-for-pound conversations did not include his name anymore. And suddenly fans were not demanding Tank versus Shakur or Tank versus Haney, and they were demanding accountability.
This is my opinion. Sure, it was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision, or I think a draw was meant to be. So I like the draw. No, if you take the knee, man, if you take the knee in the 90s or in 2000, you're taking a point off. That's the bottom line. You're taking a point off. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, you know, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. You know, the referee with the eyes, you know, he's like, a point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? Did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. But what I saw, when you take a knee, that's an automatic point. That's just the rule. This is not basketball. This is not, you know, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, I mean, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what New York is gonna settle on, but the rules are the rules.
And I do not know what New York is going to settle on, but the rules are the rules. And what made it worse, instead of calling for a rematch with Roach to prove the draw was a fluke, Tank has been dodging the idea completely. And he does not want that smoke. And he knows that another fight with Roach could end even worse, and his legacy would take a permanent hit. And that is when fans really started to realize Tank is not interested in proving himself anymore, and he is not chasing greatness.
First off, the rematch, yes, it don't look like it's happening. That's just to, you know, put it out there and be transparent with everyone, because that's the only question I get 10 times a day, maybe even more. So, you know, that's what it is, and that's what it's looking like. Again, we still haven't heard from his camp, like, specifically when it comes to the business. So, you know, it is what it is. As far as my future, man, we moving on. We can't just sit around and drag our feet. But there has been some recent news that, you know, his charges got dismissed in Florida.
That's good news. But does that open up the possibility for talks to reopen, Champ, or are you gonna move on for the time being and maybe revisit this later? What's the general feeling with you and your camp?
I mean, like I said, we're not going to sit and wait. I think their best bet is to, you know what I'm saying, try to structure something. If not, you know, we're gonna move forward. We don't have time to be. It's not like we're the cash cow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but do you think he even wants to fight you?
Honestly, no.
Which brings us to the most frustrating part of this whole story. And Tank is chasing Jake Paul, a YouTuber and a man who has built his career off fighting former MMA stars and celebrity names, not world-class boxers. And yeah, I mean, I would be down.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. Let's run it. Like, I'd be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Now, do not get me wrong, Jake Paul knows how to sell a fight, and he brings numbers, but for a fighter like Gervonta Davis, for a guy who was supposed to be the face of boxing this matchup, is embarrassing and did not say you got your eye on Tank.
Eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fight?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
You can see it for what it is, a money grab, and Tank knows Jake brings a huge paycheck and a massive spotlight. But in terms of legacy, in terms of competition, it is worthless. And it is the kind of move you make when you're done with boxing as a sport and only care about boxing as a business. And that is exactly what it feels like with Tank right now.
Because I'm curious. So, you see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then come back, or announce retirement and then don't retire. How realistic is this?
It's real.
Has it changed? Have you been have you had any thoughts like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having those thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together. Like, not retire, but take a break. But the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie. I done already made a promise. To Al, like, we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I can stick around and just, I will help people and guide people, but as far as like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like being more there for my kids, going to school, just building myself up as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a great human being. That's what I'm focused on.
I think it might not even be about Jake Paul, because before the Roach fight, Tank was already teasing retirement, dropping hints, posting cryptic messages, and straight up saying he did not know how much longer he wanted to do this. And think about that for a second, a fighter as Peak, still undefeated at the time, still one of the biggest names in boxing, already talking about being done. And that is not normal. And that is a fighter who mentally checked out long before he ever stepped in the ring with Lamont Roach.
Be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that is installed in me. It's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them for the right reason.
And after that draw, after the backlash, after the humiliation of looking human in front of the entire world, retirement suddenly feels a lot closer than people thought. And even fellow fighters are calling him out, and Claressa Shields, one of the greatest female boxers on the planet, and a close friend of Tank, said it flat out, he needs therapy, and not training, not a new fight, not another tune-up, and therapy. And that tells you everything you need to know, and the people closest to him see the signs that this is not just about boxing anymore. And are you retired?
We're changed. We're making shit trash. If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened at this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be getting a little for it?
The mental health struggles, the lack of focus, the anger spilling into his personal life is all catching up to him. And honestly, maybe she is right. And maybe Tank needs time away from the ring time to work on himself, because the version of him we are seeing now does not look like a champion, and it looks like someone who does not even want to be there anymore. And that is the saddest part of this entire story, and Tank Davis should have been remembered as one of the greatest lightweights ever.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just gotta accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want.
A man who dominated multiple divisions built a legacy and carried boxing into the next generation. And instead, he might be remembered as a guy who wasted it all, and a guy who could not keep his life together outside the ring, and a guy who dodged real challenges inside the ring, and a guy who cared more about Instagram likes and quick paychecks than putting his name in the history books.
You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about individuals, we wasn't talking about nobody specific, and we wasn't talking about Tank. Tank's my baby. Tank, Kenny said, out of 100, 2 of them love you. That's one of them that do love you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing I don't want. He's a grown man, and he have the right to make the grown man decisions that he want. So let's get that. Put that up. Everybody's snatching. Everybody's snatching something. Don't even have a clue. That's what I was saying about social media. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear a person say it out their mouth, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I love all my fighters, but I'm just trying to tell them that I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. I'm getting to a point in my life that it's just getting on my nerves that they don't appreciate the work that we are putting in. Appreciate it. Show up for the coach. Be on time. That is stuff I'm talking about.
Stop this narrative about Tank not paying me account. Each and every time I worked that corner with Tank, Tank took care of me. And he gonna continue to take care of me. Tank is family for life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't you that started the Southpaw. He started a couple years ago with the Vegas rap. But in Baltimore we don't count other men's pockets. I don't give he's a billionaire, I'm not counting his pockets.
Nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game. Probably had that. But skill wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now.
Sure feels like it, and between the court cases, a lack of passion, the draw with Lamont, Roach, the Dodge rematch, the Jake Paul circus, and the whispers of retirement, it does not look like Tank has much left in the tank.